Okay, well, welcome to the threesome, y'all. This is the podcast where the three of us try our very hardest to talk about at least three topics each week. Don't think we'll have that problem this week, y'all.
Yeah, we should.
Oh shit.
If you are back for more of our shenanigans, because I like the word shenanigans, I don't know why. It's not even March yet, but I'm gonna use it. Anyway, if you are back,
Start with she, a feminist.
we welcome you back. If this is your first time, we are so glad you found us. And I, for one, apologize in advance.
Welcome.
So, the sultry yet stuffed up voice you're about to hear is our point person and optimistic realist. We call her Star.
Raising your team like a salary cap. And yes, I'm still a saucy kitten.
She's a sick, saucy kitten. And
Do you
Good
know
thing
where that
we
comes from?
what, the saucy kitten?
No, the raising your
Oh,
team from a
the
salary cap.
felt like I heard it before, but I just can't place it.
Okay.
Anyway, the dulcet baritone you're about to hear is our man in the middle, our voice of reason. We like to call him Magic.
All of the St. Valentines were assholes. Happy side chick day.
Okay. I don't
Do your Googles, people.
quite know what to do with that, but okay. And bringing up the rear as always, I like to identify as the pragmatic contrarian of our group, and they call me Storm. So, any church announcements?
Mm-mm.
you, you, you sound like, can we just get off this?
No, no. That's not
Sound
it.
like the before person in the cold medicine commercial.
Right.
I
About
have
to see
sinus
Mucinex
issues. Like,
monsters
fuck
jumping
what the
all on you.
groundhog says. My body, fuck what the groundhog says. My body always knows. Like, when spring is about to make its appearance.
When you think about
So,
it, pollen is really just nature performing bukkake on all of us.
bukkake.
Mm,
Mm.
I okay. I don't know what to do with that.
Your car, your house,
Bukkake.
everything. Take that, take that.
Take that. Bukkake, that's hilarious.
Go on.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
that's how we're gonna start this one.
On that note, speaking of which, I have a champs and chumps. Particularly, I have a chump of the week.
Oh, I got a champ if you don't.
Oh, well, go ahead with your champ.
There's a dude in Singapore that is suing a woman for $3 million for friend zoning him. Let that
He's
case
a
go through and I'm
chump.
about to be rich.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
a freaking chump.
Yes.
Y'all don't understand the
That would be a
struggle.
chump. But yeah, whatever. Anyway,
One of them win $5.
Sit your
Taking
ass
everybody to
down.
court. Open the cases on all y'all.
Go sit your ass down. Go find somebody else who wants you.
so our chump of the week has to do with Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Mr. Kevin Hunter Sr.,
Yeah,
I
you got
suppose.
chump all over him. He only
all
second to
over
Nicki
him.
Minaj's current husband.
For those who don't know the story, he and Wendy were married for, I don't know, decades, 20 something years. I don't know. They got a 20 something year old child. So they were married for a long time.
Uh-huh.
He was unfaithful, from what I hear the entire time. I don't know, don't care. Seemed not to bother her. She had told him, as long as you don't bring home no babies, as long as you don't have no outside children, I'm going to look the other way. She like it, I love it, right?
Uh-huh.
So what did he do? Of course, he brought home a baby, and decided that he was
Baby
going to
likes it
divorce Wendy
raw.
to marry the baby mama. But before he divorced Wendy, he bought a brand new mansion. They say about a mile away from where he and Wendy were living. So he bought the baby mama, while she was pregnant, a brand new mansion. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, of course, they get divorced. He wants alimony.
He was her
Now,
manager.
yeah, sure,
Which
sure.
entitles him to a cut, but that doesn't count as alimony.
Well, he also got a payment. He was paid out of. I think he got like 1 point something $1 million, out of the. But then he wanted a monthly payment, which he was granted. But Brahman did not read the fine print. See, and
Uh-oh.
see when y'all think that see men out here playing checkers, and some of us out here playing chess, right?
It
Because
had
he
to
didn't
turn
he
into
didn't
a
read the
Storm hates
fine
me
print.
moment.
Well, I'm just saying the fine print said that he was to get this money as long as she was under contract, as long as she had a television show, but that
Mm-hmm.
if her television contract were to stop, or if her money, or if her salary was significantly decreased, then she could stop paying him. So what happened was, uh, she ain't on TV no more. And so he been running around town, begging judges and whoever else to make, uh, whoever's in charge of her money right now, pay him monthly, because he says he's about to get foreclosed upon. Boo hoo. And,
Oh.
and,
No.
and he got a bad hip that he needs to get replaced, and he ain't got enough money to do that. Boo hoo.
Hope
Go
your
to
shit
jail. That
break.
handle
Okay,
it.
listen. Okay, so so this week the judge told him, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. We are dismissing this case. Now, he did dismiss it without prejudice and told him that you need to send that to arbitration. Y'all need to go through binding arbitration. The court will not hear that because there is a contract in place. Now,
Read the fine
he
print, King.
also, right, okay, he also
Devil's in
asked the judge to make Wendy Williams, who, by the way, has been in rehab, recovering from all the bullshit that he took her through, and health problems of her own. But he wanted the judge to make her pay his legal bills that he's accrued thus far, to the tune of 40 something $1,000, I think, or 40 something million, I think. And the judge said, "Oh no, no sir, no sir, not doing that either." So now, not only, well, him or her, I don't know what the judge was, but but he, she, they. But not only is he behind on his homeowners association payments, and they about to foreclose on him, not only can he not get a new hip, apparently, but he also got to pay these attorneys some kind of way. And once those attorneys find out that they ain't about to get paid, I suspect he ain't gonna be having that caliber of attorney anymore. Um,
Time for a tell-all
Not
book,
to
my guy. You're
mention,
slacking and you're macking.
not to mention, the streets have been talking. Okay, the streets are talking, and they're talking about this woman that is his baby mama. I forget her name,
Pussy.
but they say that she ready to leave him because she didn't sign up for this poverty, and neither one of them has a job. You know what I'm saying?
Ike
Now
Turner would never.
the streets are saying that the reason that he's been going after Wendy so vehemently about this money is
Preach
because
all on
she's
that
been
bitch.
right. Is because she's been trying to tell him to. You know, she's telling him you need to go after her for this
Both
money.
of them. Eat a dick.
Yeah,
Excuse my
Ugh,
language. Both of y'all.
all of all of
Like,
that, all of that. Because what did you think? You were gonna support your bitch on the
off
woman
my money.
that you did wrong off her money? Shoot, I would quit my job before
Happily.
She
happily.
did.
Shoot.
Step your
Well,
game up, pimpin'.
that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying I think that that might have been her what she meant to do all along,
Oh,
but
for
it just
sure.
got accelerated by her health, situation. But anyway, yeah, he's my chump of the week because go get a job, stay out your ex-wife's pockets. He was out here when they first got divorced, and he got that settlement talking about how he was the one that made her who she was, and he
You made
was
Wendy make
you
another
know
Wendy.
that was my point. You know, if you did all that once, do it again. But seems like you couldn't. So apparently you weren't as pivotal as you thought you were. But okay.
Go get a job as a TSA screener so you can sit down with your fucked up hip and get the fuck out of here. Bastard.
Oh, what did they say in that? What they say in that movie? They're always hiring at the post office or something.
Look, he can't do the post office. He gotta walk. Gotta walk. That's how I say.
Well,
Be
Nah, they
one of
got
I
them
hear
inside
screeners
behind.
that
jobs.
sit down.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
they got
behind
them.
the counter, but
They don't let them sit down most of the time. That's how I
Shit,
say. Get
half
a
the time
screener
you walk in
job
the
where you
post
reading
office,
the
they ain't even at
machine.
the counter. They sitting down somewhere.
right.
Lazy bastards.
Sounds
Anyway,
like you
Fucking
live around
UPS,
here.
FedEx, and DHS taking all your money.
wow.
Sounds like you live around here. Shit.
Well, I mean, my post office is usually staffed. When I go in
That
there,
one is usually busy.
it is. But I also usually go when nobody's there, like at midnight, because that's my time.
Midnight 24 hours?
Well, the lobby
Boxes
isn't
are.
24. I mean,
Oh.
yeah, you can go in and like get postage and stuff and mail postage, but they're not staffed. Well, that's not true. They are staffed 24 hours, but they just aren't staffed at the counter 24
Mm,
hours.
got it. Better not be a fee for this shit. I'm not paying for that. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Tell
I'm
them why
sick
you
of these
mad,
people.
son.
I'm so sick of these people and these photography grants and scholarships and all this other stuff. Like, if you had money for the fees and stuff that they charge, you wouldn't be asking for grants and scholarship. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
whatever. Anyway. Mm.
Hustlers.
Okay, where do we want to go next?
Magic.
Um,
I'll take
oh, to
it.
magic. Okay, all right.
Okay, so to celebrate hip hop turning 50 this year,
Mm-hmm.
Billboard decided to put out their top 50 rappers list. If you want
Mm-hmm.
something really funny to read, go look it up. And if you're anything like me, your first question was, who the fuck asked you, Billboard? But
Right.
What is this
missing
Would be
made
from
my
the
for a
first
list
sale?
question.
is one Jeffrey Ja Rule Atkins, who is not
What?
particularly happy that he was not on the list. And just to be honest, I've never liked Ja Rule, even since he was in Cash Money Click. It was always like, why is this little dude trying so hard to prove he's something he's not? And I still feel the way to this day. But as
I like him more as a producer than I do as
I give him
an
songwriter,
artist.
he got hits,
Yeah.
all of that. I just don't like him. So, doing what rappers do in our year of 2023, Ja Rule goes to Twitter and says, I quote, "There ain't 50 rappers dead, alive, or waiting to be born better than me." Unquote.
Who said this?
Jeffrey Ja Rule Atkins. Now, on this podcast, I'm a hip hop
Fuck
head.
outta here.
I consider Star to be a reasonable hip hop head, and Storm is more of a casual hip hop chick. How long do y'all think it would take
Thank
to
you.
name 50 rappers better than Ja Rule?
Like 50 seconds. Is that, I mean, like not even like
Oh.
25 seconds. I can just rattle them
Yeah.
off. Like, fuck out of here.
Right. I mean, shoot, like half the list popped in my head
Yeah,
like
hell
immediately.
yeah. Like Cardi B be able to handle his ass. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Y'all want to try it?
Now, if you said hip hop producers, I would be like, okay, he may have a point, but
Man, you don't
He
have no
also
fucking
said in
point.
the tweet, y'all need to check my resume. Like I said, I don't like the dude. I'll give it to him as far as songs he's on, written, produced. He's got hits galore.
yeah,
There's
well,
50
that's what I
people
mean.
better than you.
Like
Dead, alive, and
writing and
waiting to be born.
well, writing and production, sure, but if we're talking about I don't know, is he just talking about like rapping?
Bars. Like, get the fuck out of here. Go sit
if
down.
we're talking
Yeah.
bars, like I'll give Ja Rule hits. Bars where? When?
Well, he
What
has
happened?
hits, but he took, like, to me, like he ripped his whole thing is like a rip of Tupac. Like
DMX.
it's like, oh, and a little
Yeah, I would
DMX thrown
say-
in,
I would
right?
say more DMX.
Well, I don't
But
know.
Whatever.
Did y'all
The
watch
whole singing off key thing.
That shit gives me a headache.
Was it
Like,
Rhyme
The
and
singing
Reason?
off key.
I forgot if it was
him,
backstage or it
period.
was Rhyme and Reason, but one of those movies, they're on tour, and I think it's like Jay-Z and Rockefeller was super huge at the time, and DMX is with them. And there's a point, I guess Ja Rule's opening. There's a point where you see him in his hotel room afterwards, like, man, I'm sick of this shit. I'm just about to start making hits. And that's when he went from more to DMX to Tupac.
Anyway,
But yeah,
what's the hip?
get over
like,
yourself,
that
Jeffrey.
shit- the thought of him gives me a headache. What's the hip hop trivia?
Well, right there were two ahead of him. So there you go. Without even speaking a word, we already named two people that are better than him.
Okay.
So
No,
So,
I mean,
what's the trivia?
realistically,
'Cause-
if you give me 5 minutes, I'm sure I can rattle off more than 50 rappers better than Ja Rule.
Yeah.
as can I. Yeah.
Can I? The fuck?
I mean, but I've also lived a long time, so there's that.
Well, it was top 50 rappers of
But-
all time. Like, I don't want to get into Billboard's list because it saddens me, but like Melly Mel is on
I'm sorry. Who?
Melly Mel.
and well, why
Grandmaster
wouldn't Melly
Flash
Mel be
Furious
on there?
5 fame.
Yeah, like why wouldn't Melly Mel be on there?
that he is on the list, but I don't think he's in the top 50 rappers ever.
No. His contributions, I guess that's why they put it. Okay, what's the trivia? Because you giving me a headache. Billboard, I don't even know if I want to go look at that shit. Like,
No, it's horrid.
that's irritating.
Like LL ain't in
You
the
don't
top
wanna
10.
look at it. Yeah, that's
I
not
think
right.
Jadakiss was in the mid 40s. It's a mess.
Mm.
We can go over it if
so
y'all want to,
it's
but
by
it
rank?
depresses me.
It's by rank?
Yeah, it's 50 through 1. They released 10 people
No,
a
I'm
week.
saying, is it just they're naming 50, or is this who
No,
they
it's
figure?
ranked.
Oh, get the
Oh, Well,
Yeah,
no.
that's probably irritating.
I can skim through them if
Yeah,
y'all
if
want.
they were just gonna say no, that's all right.
Yeah, you've already
Because
given me
that's
a
I'm
probably
headache.
just
telling you, to
yeah.
the
You just gonna
listeners,
make
go in and laugh because this shit is
That shit,
hilarious.
you.
who
And
who
now I
else
done
did they
pulled it
leave?
up. How
Who
the fuck they
Jadakiss
got
46 with
Ludacris at
iced tea at
39?
45.
who else did they
Yeah,
leave off the list that
ridiculous.
should be on there?
Honestly,
You
I
gonna make
haven't
Bun
me
read the
pull it
B.
whole
up?
list. It upset me in the first 40 through. All right,
Bun B
let's
is
just
ranked
do it.
higher than Queen Latifah. Like, get the
And
fuck out of
Redman.
here. And like,
Light Eight. Mm,
Rick.
Listen, I'm from,
You know what?
I
I'm
spent a lot of
done.
years in Texas. I love Bun B, but no.
Like, no, no, fuck out of here. Anyway, what's the trivia?
I was just going to see if
Redman
y'all
is
could name
42.
50.
Oh, that 50 that'll lay his ass out.
Yeah.
man.
I
Wait
mean,
a
okay, so
minute. Wait. What? What in the misogyny would make them put MC Light at 47?
exactly. That's what I'm like. Get the fuck out of here. Um,
In all fairness, the highlight of her career was late 80s, early 90s.
So
it doesn't matter.
we're talking about bars.
Lyrically, yeah. Like, get the fuck out of here. Um,
Oh, there's people worse than her above her on the list. I will say that for sure.
no, I listen. I kind of glanced through it and just like walked away. Like, the fuck out of here.
Mm. Their
So
star's favorite E40 at 41.
look, and
Why wouldn't they just
listen.
Hold
I
on,
would even
Gucci
put
Mane at
him.
36. No, 38, way above a whole
listen?
bunch of people.
Listen,
I can't
listen. The
name a
man's
Gucci
name is
song.
E40. Why would you? The man's name is E40. Why would you not just put him at 40 if you were going to?
Okay,
They
so
they put him at 41.
let's go with the 50. You ready?
Okay.
So is this the 50 that'll like lay his ass out? Is that what we doing?
We can. I feel like I don't want to participate
Okay.
because I'd be cheating.
Okay. So the 50 that'll lay his ass out. Hell, at this point, and I haven't even listened to your whole catalog, we'll add you to the list. Okay.
I'm damn
Um,
sure of it.
okay. So
They put Common at 37.
okay, so
What
look, we
what the
oh,
mainstream are they going through?
old comment. Curtis Blow is at 23.
oh no. All right, let's go. You ready? Because I feel like I can name 50. So who's keeping count?
I mean, I believe you can name 50, but are we going to do this test or are you naming 50 first?
What?
Test.
No.
What test?
The test is, can you
Well, you
name
said
50
you had
better
a.
than him?
Oh, that's the 50. Oh, I mean, that's the test. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Go
who's
ahead.
keeping count?
I'll keep count.
Okay,
Am I
Kendrick,
participating or
Roy,
just her?
you can.
Okay. This will be quick. We'll just go back and forth.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
So Kendrick,
Redman,
Royce,
Method Man,
Luda,
MC Light,
Ross,
Black Thought,
Immortal,
Locksmith,
Styles,
Eminem,
Ghostface,
Jadakiss,
The Doc,
Raekwon,
Queen,
3D9T.
Light.
Wow, sorry, I'm drunk at the moment. Latifah.
That's who Queen is.
Oh,
Oh, right.
all right, my fault. Did we do
That's
Ludacris?
right. I did
Yeah, we
Ludacris.
did Ludacris.
Big Boy,
Yep. Talib,
Okay.
Andre 3000,
Most,
Um, whatchamacallit? J-Ro,
Pun.
Tash,
Mm-hmm.
Chuck.
Twister,
Mm-hmm.
KR. KRS.
indeed. Jay-Z,
Rakim.
Nas,
Mm.
Who did you say? Nas.
Nas,
Nas.
Oh, okay. Pharaoh.
Kane.
Raekwon.
I think I did Raekwon.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah,
Jizza.
indeed. G-Rap.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one. Too short.
All bullshit
I
aside,
feel
Trick
like he can
Daddy.
handle 'em. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And at this look, Buster.
Mm.
Who you telling? Um, I'm just trying to do different areas. Cardinal Official.
Cardinal official. That was a good one.
Okay, we at 30. Go ahead.
Oh, 50.
Drake. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
50.
Who else? Who did
I'm
you
gonna say
name?
Drake.
Oh, yeah, okay.
When he raps.
Pasta.
Who?
Pasta. Pasta Noose.
Oh, yeah. Well, while we're at it, Trugoy.
You named somebody. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Trugoy.
Hell, Q-Tip.
Fife.
Right. I was gonna say if you don't name Tip, you gotta name Fife. But go ahead.
Fight. Killer Mike.
Oh, definitely. R.A. the Rugged Man.
Oh, that's a good one. Master Ace.
Apathy.
Ten
Um.
more. 5 from each of you.
Oh,
So
Cube.
Definitely.
yep.
Shit, while we on Cube, Ren.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Jay.
Did we do Jay? I don't know. I don't think we did. Roxanne
Mm-mm.
Shante.
I was thinking her.
Yep.
I was thinking her. We named that one. Notorious. Big Big.
Oh, by miles. Oh man, I just had somebody in my head and it went away. I shouldn't be drinking and doing this. Super Lover C.
Super Lover C. Kumo D.
Easily.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, anybody I've been in a cipher with in middle school, but let's go to actual people. Wise Intelligent.
Okay.
Big
Well,
good one.
there,
And Big L.
there, there is 50.
Brother J, Sean Price. Rock this
Brother J,
monster.
what you say?
Big
Yeah.
L. What? Big L. And what's his name? Lupe. We forgot Lupe.
Yep,
Hell, at
Lupe
this point,
Cameron. Shit,
Ti
Herbie
would have handled
Gruff.
his
Big Daddy,
ass. Oh, and you know who
Big
we
Daddy,
didn't name?
Big
We
Daddy,
didn't
Kane
name
for
Big Daddy
sure.
M.
Kane.
We didn't
Yeah,
name
I thought I
M.
said him.
Did
He
you?
said it. He
Oh,
said him.
that was the one
Yeah.
I missed. Okay.
Either way, that was like what 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, and we didn't even name Jay.
I thought we did.
I think you did. Yeah,
Jay
you
did?
did.
He did? Okay. So it blinked out twice on me. Okay.
Either way,
Like, get the
take
fuck
that
out of
home
here.
with
Go sit
yourself, little
down.
Jeffrey.
Go sit your punk ass down somewhere.
Completely personal reasons. I put Vita ahead of you.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know what would possess him to go whining about that.
In all honesty,
And
I
also
don't
it's
feel bad that I can understand him like, yo, it's Billboard, I got hits, I should be on the list, but there ain't 50 motherfuckers dead, alive, or waiting to be born. Like, slap yourself.
okay, but I'm like, it's Billboard. What the hell do I care what they feel about hip hop?
Yeah.
That was my first
Billboard.
response.
But okay. All right. What do we have next?
For the lover in you.
This
This is.
is.
You know that's
You may just get the song that's been in my head all day now and replaced it with that one.
I
Oh,
love that song. That is like one of that is my favorite Shalimar song.
oh my
Shit,
God.
I have to man
Oh, our
to add that
co-host
to
is
my title
here.
playlist.
Mm, that didn't even seem like your type of song. I
Nah.
didn't picture you as a Shalimar type. Like
I'm
I
all
don't
in
know.
for the light skin movement.
Okay.
Um, all right, so
I
what are
thought you
we
were going
doing?
to have something to say about Jodie Watley and her sister, but go ahead.
Who is her sister? Who is Jodie
Midori?
Watley's
Oh,
sister?
Midori, wasn't it?
yeah. Yeah.
Who?
I would say look it up, but we'll get back to it.
Yeah. Don't look it up on your
Midori.
work computer. Right. Don't look it up on your work computer.
Oh, oh, okay. Uh,
They look just alike. I thought that I mean, shoot, for the
Give or
longest time I
take
thought they
the
were twins.
prosthetics, but yeah.
oh, I'll have to check that out. That's something I'm not privy to. So anyway, um, what I thought about was with by the time this airs, Valentine's Day will have come and gone by one day.
Woohoo!
And and what I was thinking about was love languages and what is the nicest or sweetest thing anyone has ever done for you.
Ugh.
For Valentine's Day or just in general?
Just as a, you know, a token of love, I guess. Or great appreciation. I don't know. What?
Does it have to be a token? Can it just be
Oh,
something that they
Showing?
did?
mother. Hair splitter? Hair splitter?
Okay. Okay. Well, I just don't want to. I don't want y'all to accuse me of not following the rules. But
Oh
okay.
no, we won't do that.
You what?
Okay. Go ahead, Magic.
Once again, I'm tipsy. What are the two things? Oh, love
Love
language. My
language.
love language is, and I know it's not the typical five. My love language is peace of mind. Like, chill the fuck out and allow me the ability to do that. And the most loving thing anyone has ever done for me is swallow.
Jesus.
Listen, I don't know what the percentage of women that do is, but it's a rarity, and I appreciate y'all.
We're going to revisit that whole thing about what the big deal about that shit is.
Right.
Um,
Like, what difference?
Ego.
Anyway, Star
it's an ego thing.
Yes, it
has to
is.
be.
I can see that.
For me, I think taking a
Mm,
facial is weird. Like, what are you doing?
okay. Star, are you gonna
You
give
do
your
yours.
answer? Do you want me to do mine?
Yes, do yours. I presented the question, so
um, my love language. I'm not familiar with what the choices are, but I think one of them is like acts of service, and I know
Yeah,
that's one of mine. Um,
I can't even think off the top. I know one
and
is physical touch, one is gift giving.
yeah,
I forgot what the other two
physical
are.
touch and acts of service is mine. And one of the nicest things that someone has ever done to me is call me one morning, and to my confusion, inquire as to whether I was okay.
Aw.
The
And
bar
I couldn't
is
figure
low.
out why they did that. And I couldn't figure out why they did that. And then I found out later that there had been a tornado somewhere in Michigan, not anywhere near us.
Mhm.
And he just figured he'd call and make sure that I was all right. And that was very sweet.
Aw. That was very sweet.
Wonder what happened to that guy.
Mm.
Got
Should
friend
have kept him
zone being
around.
sweet, motherfucker. Anyway, five
No,
love
I think he
languages
gets on my
are
goddamn nerves sometimes now. But go ahead.
words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm an acts. What is it? Acts of service,
Quality
a
time,
quality
words of
time,
affirmation,
and
receiving gifts, and yeah.
yeah, and a
Those.
physical touch. But yeah, no, I don't really care much about gifts, and talk
Touch
is cheap.
me,
So
tease me. Oh,
I'm more of a show me.
right, right.
So my love language have to be physical touch and acts of service. And I hate that it's acts of service because yeah, it should be
Right.
something else. But I am definitely, an action speaks louder than words type of person, and how you move matters. So,
Wash the
um,
dishes,
Right.
nigga.
All of that. No, no joke. If you love me, wash the dishes. Because nothing says I love you more than I don't have to do something I hate.
Word.
yeah. So that's love languages, and the sweetest thing. So I really sat here and struggled because I've been kind of fortunate to have like romantic people that I've dealt with. But I think the sweetest thing that anybody's ever done was probably my ex-husband, and we were like severely broke. Like I'm talking we had bills that basically, since we didn't pay them, they decided that they would go into our bank account and jack them and jack our money,
Mm,
type
Wow.
of
I didn't
situation.
even know that was possible.
Back then it was because JC Penney sure did it, motherfuckers. Um, so anyway, we were really broken. We had plans for like this whole thing that we were gonna do on Valentine's Day, and we could no longer do that because even though it wasn't like expensive, that what we were gonna do, it cost more money than we had. So
Okay.
I got off from work. I came home. There was a note on the door, and um, I opened up the door, and there's this maze going throughout our little apartment of Hershey's Kisses, and there were candles lit, dinner was done, bath was ran, pajamas were out. Like it was so thoughtful and sweet. And so, yeah, I think that has to top, because it was kind of one of those things like, okay, you took away something that didn't require much thought. I mean, or something was taken away that didn't require much thought or pre-planning, and came up with something that was even better. And I thought that was real cool. So,
Yeah.
Nigga, you
Yeah,
can't
that's
pay the
very
light bill, but
nice.
you buying candles and candy.
well, well, I'm a candle person, and
I
so there
mean,
were
it's one
candles
thing if it's an
already in the house.
option. If it's a
uh,
necessity, that's
uh,
different.
No, I'm a
also,
candle
you
person.
spoken like someone who's never had to pay a Michigan electric bill in February.
Exactly.
You
but
Yeah, no, no, no. I
but
can't say I have.
but also, I mean, how much was a bag of Hershey's Kisses at that point? Like,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they jack up our electric bill during the summer. So, I
Hmm.
mean,
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
do that
during the
in West
winter. So it
Virginia.
could have been, yeah.
Yep. So that was
Well,
the cutest, sweetest thing.
ah, yeah.
Okay, and what happened to these
Okay.
two great
Well,
men?
one of them is talking over me. Anyway.
Just saying.
Y'all are hilarious.
It's what Mona says.
Our co-host wants to say something. Say hello. Say hi. They
He's
can't
like,
hear a
nope.
wave. She's waving.
Hey.
But that's the only reason why
Hi,
she's in here besides the food.
hi,
She
the
wants to know who I'm
baby.
talking to.
Oh, she nosy like that.
As soon as she gets to say hi, she usually walks away. I guess not today.
Cause food.
Yeah,
You know how
right?
she is.
Duh.
Right. Uh, fat little cheeks.
We can
I
learn a
love
lot
her.
from babies. Babies are determined by any means
Yes.
necessary to get what the hell they want and need.
More
Yeah.
importantly, they're happy. Try that shit as an adult.
Okay, speaking of
Occasionally,
happy,
I do.
uh, aside from you guys hearing this the day after Valentine's Day, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out that it is also currently Black History Month.
Mhm.
And
And all you motherfuckers celebrating
during
Cinco
Black
de
History,
Mayo better do something. Go ahead. Shout out to Ivory Morgan.
during Black History Month, I would like to give a PSA to Caucasians, and I will
Please do.
start it by saying, by recounting something that happened when I was in Target the other night. So I
Bougie.
ran in to get ran into Target to get some
Wait, what?
soft food for my dog because he had had mouth surgery or whatnot. And I'm standing in line waiting to pay behind these two girls. Couldn't have been more than 21, 22 years old. Two Caucasian girls. One of them had her hair in a ponytail so I could see her neck. And she had a neck tattoo. Y'all want to know what the tattoo said? Because when I
Detroit
read it,
bitch.
I said it out loud.
I'm afraid.
It said, "Still I rise."
Mm.
So I said, when I read it, I said it out loud, and she turned around and I said, "Oh, I was reading your tattoo." And she said, "Oh yeah." She said, "Yeah, one of my friends used to say that all the time, and it's from a poem, so I liked it, so I put it on, so I tattooed it." And I said to her, I said, "Oh, your black friend?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh." I said, "Did
Woosah.
you ever read the poem?" And she said, "Well, no, I didn't read the poem, but I liked the message." I was like, I think you should go ahead and read the poem. You
I
Who you
done
want to mess her whole
looked it
little
up on
hookup
my
like
phone
that?
like, here, Shay Whitey.
Listen,
Well,
I would have
listen,
recited it to her right then and there because I
I,
know it.
I wasn't going to recite it, but of course, in the back of my mind,
Mm,
all I'm
mm, mm.
hearing is the end of the poem, right? The part about what is it? Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. you know,
Mm,
I
mm,
am
mm,
the dream
mm,
and the hope of the slave.
mm, mm,
So,
mm, mm, mm,
so here's the thing, white people.
mm.
Stop doing stuff just because black people are doing it because it seems cool to you.
Mm.
Do a little
That'll
research.
happen.
You know, like do a
Mm.
little research so that
I mean, in all fairness, there were white slaves, so
do
According
we
to
do
one of
we
my
really
friends
believe that
that
that's who
generally
Maya?
only messed with white women, technically it all goes back to Africa. So in a sense, we're all black.
Sure, but do we think that that's what Dr. Angelou was talking about when she wrote that poem? I mean,
Oh.
is
listen. I'm just, hey,
yeah, okay. So, I, yeah, I just want y'all to know what you're doing. It's particularly if you're going to etch something into your skin, because what
Permanently.
happens permanently? Because what's going to happen if I don't know, your sensibilities change in life. Like, how is Still I Rise gonna go
Join the
down at the
picnic, huh?
Klan rally?
Ah, to be fair, she might not be attending Klan rallies.
Yeah,
No,
she got one
well, I'm
black friend.
hoping that she's not. I'm hoping that she's not. Do you know how many people that had one black friend and are now? Well, I call them Klan rallies, but MAGA are now MAGA.
That
So
Jim, I
Mm-hmm.
don't even
you
look at him as
know
a nigger. He's cool.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like research. That's all I'm saying. Black history is for everyone,
At the
and
very least, if you're gonna
now is
put
a
something on your body permanently, at least know what the fuck it
Mm,
is.
mm, mm, mm,
Yeah, and she told me just as that she said, yeah, it's based on a poem. Like I didn't know, right?
mm,
like she was telling me something.
mm, mm, mm.
I mean, listen. To be fair, the sweetest girl. I don't know her name. Her little friend was nice too. They were pleasant. But I was just like, yeah, I think you might want to go read that poem. Maybe just once. Give it a glance.
You know how that
And
girl wearing a turtleneck in the summertime.
that won't be my fault. I didn't tell her to itch that in the back of her
She was
skin.
blissfully unaware.
She was blissfully unaware. But I couldn't let her walk through life like that, you know?
Thank you for putting her
Or at
on.
least or at least she needs to have a better response
Mm, mm.
than what she gave me. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of people out there who will probably judge her for that.
You may have
You
created
know,
the next
those
Rachel
people.
Dolezal.
Well, maybe. And listen, uh, she gets a bad rep, and rightfully so. But she did a lot for the culture. So
I ain't mad at her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Listen, there are a couple of
Listen,
people
people
I
have
I would.
played other things and done nothing for the people. She played black and ran the
Mm-hmm.
NAACP. Like, if
Mm-hmm.
you going
And
front,
that's
go
what I'm
all the
saying.
way.
And
Stay off
that's what I'm saying.
OnlyFans because
She's
Lord.
not no. I object. To I object to her just deciding that. I mean, because to be fair, she can choose, and most of us can't. But but she did do a lot. So I mean, she put in some work, and I mean, I would gladly, if the NBA trade deadline just passed, but I would gladly trade her for like Clarence Thomas.
Deal.
I'm saying. I mean, shoot, he working for them anyway, and she apparently was working for us. So why not make the trade?
Or what's his name? The doctor from Detroit. Can't think of his name. Mm.
What doctor?
Doctor, ooh, ooh,
The doctor from
doctor,
Detroit. He was
Detroit.
a heart person or
Ben
Ben
Carson
Carson.
is
Yep.
who you talking about.
Trade him
Yeah,
off too. Fuck out of here. And I used to
And
like him.
yeah, yeah. He can go too.
They
two
are
for
not
one, we'll take
invited
it.
to the picnic. Well, something that's a little bit more intentional. So there's video surfacing around with this. It look like these Caucasian girls look like they are well. Apparently they're in college, young girls, and one girl is spraying the other girl in the face with some sort of like black spray paint makeup or something.
Oh Lord.
And um and when the girl finishes, she yells, "I'm black and I'm proud." And like
Mm.
there's some other commentary that's like going on in the room that's unsavory. So so this guy, he basically did his whole little thing about the video, and he was like, "Look, you know, I'm sure they didn't intend for the video to go viral in this way, but now it's viral. There's a lot of people upset. They're probably going to get
Yes,
kicked out of
fuck they
school,
did.
and then there's going to be people who'll be like, oh, they were just young and made a mistake and they didn't know, and this, that, and the other, and blah 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 blah." He was like, "Parents, teach your kid that this is some fucked up shit. Like, you gotta let them. There's just some things that you just don't fucking do."
But
Um,
see, here's the problem. How are the parents going to teach them when they don't see anything wrong with it?
Very true.
Yep.
So,
I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to keep your kids from fucking up their life, whether you agree with something is wrong or not, you should at
right,
least tell them, hey, keep that shit to yourself.
at the very least. Right.
Leave.
Yeah. Well, even before the days of the internet, don't do stuff that's gonna get your jaw rocked. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't
just don't
get
do that.
stuff that's gonna get your ass beat. Don't do stuff that's gonna cause you to lose your job or mess up your life path. Like get kicked out of school. Like, for
Yeah.
real,
People
for a
keep
joke.
performing for the internet like it's not the world wide web. Like I don't understand the level of
Right.
drug that attention
Or like
is,
they can
but
just, or like they can just be like, "Oh, my bad. Let me take that down." No,
yeah,
that lives
we saw
forever.
you.
Like somebody
Yeah.
interviewing you can't just pick up their phone and see your name, okay,
Yes.
on the list and pick up their phone while they calling you to come back there to research you real quick and find a whole bunch of shit. Like, mm,
Yeah. Yeah.
Think ahead,
be
people.
ignorant. Yeah. Like one of them girls may want to run for politics, like some kind of politician run, and that shit's gonna come back and eat her.
Or
Whew.
or she'll run, or she'll run as MAGA, and
Mm,
she'll win the primary because
which is some bullshit.
yeah. But hey,
Mm.
Mm, well,
All right.
because they like that kind of thing.
mm.
Or
she
she'll end up on the Supreme Court
she's always been down.
because you know.
America.
But anyway, enough of that. Speaking of
Wrapping this shit
politics,
up.
I I guess next week I will update you on the exploits of our favorite representative
AOC?
because just no,
Mm.
Mr. I had fun at a festival in drag once, even though I'm wanted for
Yeah.
fraud in Brazil.
Mm.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah,
Santos.
yeah,
That
because
motherfucker's
that has
entertaining.
gotten a lot worse. Yeah.
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
But all
We
right.
are ruled by idiots.
Yeah.
Do I have a gym at the end? Parents.
Oh, I thought that's what it was. But go
No,
ahead.
no. Your children, regardless of how young and naive you think they are far more aware of your bullshit than you hope they are.
Yep.
React accordingly. I forgot which philosopher said it, but it was like basically all children are going to defy what the hell you tell them, but none of them ever fail to imitate what they see.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
There is that.
There is that. Oh,
All right.
outro.
Outro,
Yo, if you like the show, tell
sir.
a friend, tell a foe, tell all the hoes. It is the Threesome Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, the Threesome Pod on Twitter. Join the group. Like, rate, subscribe, whatever all that shit is. Let us know you alive so we can start a
Yeah.
motherfucking, which is Patreon, and take your money.
Yeah. Send us questions, comments. We'd like to hear
Nudes.
from you. Sure. Anyway,
Honey.
I'm going to walk the dog.
Lucky doggy.
Arf, arf.
Bye, y'all.
Side note, we give way better advice than Steve Harvey. Why are y'all still writing him for... Jesus Christ. It's Black History Month. Good job, Uncle Steve, but you people. Did y'all watch You People?
Bye, y'all. I haven't yet, but I'm going to this weekend.
It's alright as far as rom-coms go.
Right. And that's what it
I'm
looks
firmly
like.
against them in general, but it's alright.
I like them. I don't have a problem with them. They're entertaining. I mean, they're not stuff that I'm going to go to the theater and pay for, but
That
I'll
shit
watch
straight to Netflix. Good moves. Alright, she's done. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, whatever the fuck.
Cheers.